The Mau Mau Uprising, Kenya's battle for freedom. In the 1950s, the fertile highlands of Kenya became the backdrop for a dramatic and brutal struggle for independence. The Mau Mau Uprising was a fierce rebellion against British colonial rule, ignited by years of land dispossession and economic inequality suffered by the Kikuyu people. Discontent simmered as British settlers seized vast tracts of fertile land, relegating the Kikuyu to overcrowded reserves. Traditional livelihoods were disrupted, and resentment grew as economic disparities widened. This mounting frustration culminated in the formation of the Mau Mau, a clandestine movement bound by secret oaths and a shared resolve to reclaim their land and rights. In 1952, the rebellion erupted with a series of coordinated attacks on European settlers and African collaborators. Using guerrilla tactics, Mau Mau fighters struck swiftly and vanished into the dense forests. Their unexpected ferocity shocked the British, who declared a state of emergency and launched a massive military campaign to suppress the uprising. The British response was ruthless. Thousands of Kikuyu were detained in concentration camps where torture and inhumane conditions were rampant. Villages suspected of harboring Mau Mau sympathizers were razed, and psychological warfare was employed to portray the Mau Mau as savage terrorists. Despite this, the Mau Mau fighters, led by figures like Dedan Kimathi, remained resilient. Their determination and guerrilla tactics continued to challenge the British forces, drawing international attention and criticism of the colonial regime's brutality. By the mid-1950s, global condemnation of British tactics grew, and nationalist sentiments within Kenya strengthened. The sacrifices and resilience of the Mau Mau fighters galvanized a broader independence movement, uniting various ethnic groups and political factions. In 1960, acknowledging the untenable nature of their position, the British began negotiations for Kenyan self-governance. This culminated in Kenya gaining independence on December 12, 1963, with Jomo Kenyatta, a former detainee and influential nationalist leader, becoming the first prime minister and later the first president of Kenya. The Mau Mau Uprising left a profound legacy. It highlighted the brutal realities of colonialism and underscored the unwavering spirit of the Kenyan people in their quest for freedom. Today, the Mau Mau are celebrated as heroes who laid the groundwork for an independent Kenya.